Last time, you guys, you were in the glade with the mysterious Green Knight, who you guys surmised was one of the fairy knights, probably the Spring Knight, due to his armor being green. You managed to talk your way out of a fight by offering to help him, and then scary, cold things with glowing red eyes that were pushing, or a thing with glowing red eyes was pushing its way through the trees, and you guys noped out without saving the 4 people you had originally come to save, which is quite reasonable, by the way. In the tunnel, you guys took turns holding the book from Mozzie, and that did not go according to plan. But no one died. Though Zahara's definitely feeling feeling a little bit more tired now than she was earlier. You guys did manage to get it under control, though. Made your way back. The 2 dudes went upstairs and confronted Mosval. And everything was going well until a mysterious voice spoke to Marsic and Mozzie. And then Mozzie panicked, jumped out a window and started running. Ran over the bathhouse and then jumped off in full vision of Zahara while she was cleaning her prosthetics. And one by one, you guys chased him out into the field, into the dark. Currently, it is a bright moonlit night. The moon's pretty bright, that is. But you can hear rumbling thunder in the distance. Not so much in the distance. You can hear rumbling thunder approaching. And looking up, there's kind of like a wall of clouds coming your way. And you see occasional lightning jumping from cloud to cloud. And it passes over the moon. You guys catch up to Mozzie. And as you are about to do whatever you were going to do to him, as you're about to do that, a cloaked figure, a familiar cloaked figure, vaguely familiar, showed up and told you to keep your hands off of him. The cloaked figure is tall. He's probably about 6'3". He is very broad-shouldered, looks very strong physically, and he is holding a very ornate longsword. It looks like it was very, very well made. Oh, right. I couldn't remember where Callum was, because I remember someone was lagging a little bit.
Far away.
Yeah, someone was lagging a little bit behind, I think, but I can't remember who it was.
I was definitely, on top of him.
I was sitting on him.
Oh, that's right.
I went back and told...
That's all I remember.
I told the people not to bother us. That's why I'm over there. That's right.
That's what it was. Yeah, you were doing crowd control.
Yes.
Yes. Alina is currently in bear form, sitting on... No, you tried to sit on Moxie.
I'm in leopard. No,
I
am in leopard.
I'm sitting on
Yes.
him, actually.
And you jumped at him?
Are you sitting on him? I thought I jumped on him.
I tackled him to the ground.
I think you both did.
Did we? Okay.
You both landed on him.
Yeah, I thought you ran in front and I landed on him, but either way.
I don't remember exactly.
Regardless.
I have a paw on him.
Yes. The cloaked figure is currently holding out his sword. You can't see his face because his hood obscures it with shadows. And he says, take your hands off the boy.
I picked my other paw up and put it on top.
I take my hands off, but I don't move.
Okay. He tilts his head a little bit and says, what business do you have with him?
I start talking in leopard.
He looks at Zahara and he says, call off your pet. The sword is about this far from your face, by the way, just for distance.
So what is the sword?
His sword.
Oh.
And looking at the sword, you can see this black smoke kind of wafting off of it, and it's dripping water, and the water smokes on the way down, and then when it hits the ground, it kind of and it's just dripping that periodically.
Hold on, sword. Our business with him is he has something that we require. I'm not entirely sure why he's running. My compatriots would know better. I'm gonna turn and look at Marsic.
You hear Mosval starts and he goes, stop talking. And Mozzie just shuts up. I will give you one last chance to walk away.
I don't know if Callum's returned or not. I don't know how
Callum would have arrived by now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you weren't super far away, so.
Yes.
We were just having a very nice conversation, and to be completely honest, you've quite rudely interrupted us.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
I'm trying to think how you would react to that.
How about this? There's 4 of us and 1 of you. And I have a feeling the boy's not going to be on your side here, so we're giving you one last chance to let us continue our conversation in privacy.
Okay, I need a perception check from Callum and Zahara and Alina.
Okay.
Actually, and Marsic as well. Everyone who gets more than 22, let me know.
Oh,
Can I what?
Can you bring the roller?
Oh, yes.
That is a 12
Nope.
on the die, so that's like a crit fail as well.
Okay.
Oh,
you said 22.
Well, it's a perception check, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
23.
Okay.
So for me, that's a 28.
Nice. Zahara?
That's a 17, so not a crit failure.
Okay. So Callum and Zahara, you both blink, and he is not standing in the same place anymore. Marsic, your eyes are barely able to follow him as he moves. Are able to follow him as he moves. He blurs forward. Alina, you barely notice him move in time. As he lunges forward with one arm outstretched, grabbing for Mossball. What would the two of you like to do? You have an instant
Can I,
react.
try to bite at his hand? Like,
You can try and make an attack roll. Because this is, he's moving so quickly that you're going to have -4.
My
Oh,
tail
no.
whips out and tries to trip him as he dashes forward.
Okay. Make a, whatever kind of check you feel is appropriate for tripping people. Because of your tail, I'll let you use acrobatics.
I was gonna say probably acrobatics, because you gotta be like,
Yeah, because more of an agility thing.
yeah, than a strength thing.
15.
15? Okay.
what do you, what is expert again?
It's level +4. And then also add your dex.
Probably is. So it's -4, so.
By the way, Rob, if it still applies, you still have halved damage, or I take half your damage still, because that lasts until you sleep. The thing I did last time, it
That's
lasts
right.
until just FYI.
20 or is 18?
18? Okay. You lunge out to bite with your teeth,
Mm-hmm.
and your teeth barely kind of scrape against his clothing, and it's not enough to actually damage him. You feel some cloth kind of catch, but he's too fast. He blurs forward, and as he blurs, you hear Mozzie go "Ah!" as he grabs his shirt and just like yanks him along with him.
Even though he's underneath.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on him.
Yes, he sends you tumbling off. I want you to make an acrobatics check to land gracefully.
I'm assuming, well, my front paws are out. Do I need to make an acrobatic check?
Both of you, yeah. Well, no,
Oh,
you,
he just-
yeah, he just comes off, or comes out from under you. Let me see something.
25.
25, nice. You land quite gracefully.
Do we still have the book?
So,
Say what?
Do we still have the book?
yes.
I believe it's in
Coward.
someone's
Yeah.
backpack.
Okay. As long as one of us has, that was my curiosity. Because if they're about to make their imminent escape and we don't have the book, that could be bigger problems than if they leave with the book.
Okay, yeah. So he blurs past, and you hear Mozzie just get yanked with him. He goes to behind some relatively large bushes that have like flowery bushes. Puts Mosval down in the bushes, and says, "Stay." And then he turns to face you guys.
Oh.
And then he sheathes his sword. What would each of you like to do?
Can I?
He is still standing in a. He still has. There's a tenseness about his posture.
What's your name?
He doesn't answer.
Fine, be rude.
He walks toward you all,
Okay.
and he stands there. Callum, make another perception check.
Okay, that's better. 23.
23? Okay. As he steps forward, the thunder rumbles again, and the clouds are nearly overhead, and they block out the moonlight so that it gets a lot darker. And in the darkness, there is this like cold sense that kind of fills the air. You see frost actually start to form at his feet. And Callum, in that moment, you feel the rot of undeath coming off of him. He opens his arms.
Tom's going, like, I do not know who you are, but you cannot take that boy with you.
Then stop me.
Okay.
Tom's just like, okay, Callum's gonna swing!
Well, if you insist.
So, I took a feat by Vacious Speed, so I'm pretty fast.
Also, quick question. This is more of a thing. Anybody who's within 10 feet of me are protected from ambient cold. Does that
Good to
apply to
know.
the situation?
It is. It could potentially help. Yes.
Just yeah.
Yeah.
I also figured it can be used as a cook. Food can be placed on me to cook. I found out.
That's
Just-
right. Right. I forgot about that. You're
Anyway,
like
really
a
glad
walking
that we-
hearth.
I'm
take
learning
advantage
new
of your
things about being a
schedule.
cleric. It's weird.
So yeah, what would each of you like to do?
As Marsic rushes forward, I guess I'm gonna try to like assist as like I draw my weapon and like not essentially try to like flank form it. So like he goes one way forward, I kind of like try to come around
Okay. Yeah.
just so I'm ready. I'm not actively attacking, but I'm kind of like, all right, if I'm just back up. I'm back up at this point. For
Okay. Go
whatever
ahead and
reason.
move yourself to where you want to go. What was your question, Tori?
I was wondering if I could kind of like jump this way and turn into my human form.
Yeah.
And then cast a spell. There's not too many things.
Let me think. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Callum and Marsic, what are you two doing?
I'm lunging forward as fast as I can, rapier out towards the person.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Using sudden charge,
Okay.
where I can dash up and swing. So essentially close the gap, but I'm going around.
Fire up my bracers.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do.
And lay this guy.
Again, attack roll is
Except
31.
not lay on Hanson.
31. Nice. That is a regular hit.
Nice.
Nice.
That's a regular hit. Okay.
Yes. Oh, it is a strong hit, actually. I just realized. So,
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's a what now?
strong hit.
Strong.
Not a critical hit.
I have a note on here that says +1. I forget what that's from.
Oh, that's because of weapon. Our first fight. Is this our
Yeah.
first fight after I made everybody's
Yes,
weapon?
It is.
Yes,
So
it
you
is.
get +1 all your weapons for this fight.
Plus
Plus
there-
1 to
Okay,
damage.
make it a
plus one-
29.
Plus to attack
Oh.
damage and +1 to attack and
Damn it.
And
damage.
damage.
So that was a 32
Damage or to hit?
to hit.
Yeah, that was a. Oh, it was a 32.
Does that
That
change
does
it?
actually make it a critical hit.
Nice.
Nice.
You-
You fly forward.
So I'm doing Finger of the Storm,
Okay.
and I got a natural 20.
Nice. Your crit
Nice.
too. Beautiful.
For my sudden charge attack, I got 31 to hit.
You got 31 to hit. Nice.
Yeah.
That is a regular hit. Or sorry, a strong hit. A strong hit.
Okay, so that's 19 damage.
That's awesome, dude.
Plus 36.
Plus 36.
What do I
Yeah.
do?
That's you critted. You
And
keep
you
track of
plus one.
things.
So hold on, Reagan, there's 20 damage. I forgot about the +1. Math.
It happens as written, but the lightning in the area increases by 2,
Oh, that's nice.
and it was already at 1.
Oh, okay.
So
Sorry, guys.
a lot is happening right now. I will cover everything in a moment. Callum, what did you do?
So I took a swing at him using my gauntlets, which I'm trying to remember. Did we make a change to them, or are we just saying that the gauntlets let me use that for not necessarily because lay on hands normally can only be used against undead things, and the bracers let me use lay on hands against anything. Is that what we're
so
saying?
the bracers will let you
Okay.
use it on anything, and if you use it against your sworn enemies, it will increase the damage die by 1 step. So from D6s to D8s, or D8s to D10s,
Okay.
etc.
Okay.
Yeah.
I rolled, so I did the flat check. I did not fail on generating radiance, which is good. And then I rolled a 29 to hit.
Nice. That is a strong hit. Good job.
So his AC is actually not that much higher than ours, but it is.
And then, just out of curiosity, am I upgrading my dice?
Yes, you are. He is a sworn enemy as an undead.
That?
Yeah. All the sworn enemy effects apply.
Okay.
This is going to be.
Wait. Sorry,
Well,
sorry.
I don't want to say anything too soon, but I'm excited for the big dice that I get to roll.
10, it's a 23, which means more than half the time I will hit.
Nice.
So we're okay.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
House
Let's
rules.
see if I can have him as repeated it or not.
I'm strong.
Zahara's checking on
I'm checking something.
the same status for herself as far as
Because I think he is, but I'm not sure. He's listed.
He is, yes, he is. If you are a member of the if you are in the Council of Stars, undead are sworn enemies.
Gotcha. Next.
I caught myself using a D12 because, like, wait, how did I roll an 11?
Hold on.
33 damage.
Nice. So you guys lunge forward as a unit. Marsic, you are the first one to strike. As your sword is about an inch from his body, he twists, and it goes straight through where his spleen would be, and you drive it in up to the hilt. Zahara comes in from the side as you're doing that. And what weapon were you using, Zahara?
My axe.
Your axe. And she goes to slam her axe into the same side. He twists again, almost partially deflecting it, but he's you carve off a large chunk of his clothing, and you feel it embed itself in his arm.
Yeah.
And then you think you might have hit bone. Callum, you are sprinting forward. You slam your flail into him. As all this is happening, there's a flash of divine energy. That flash draws his attention, and he there's this brief moment where you feel like he kind of makes eye contact with you, and he tries to avoid it, but because there's already two weapons kind of stuck in him, he can't quite get out of the way. And there's a divine, a flashing divine energy as your flail slams into him. And you feel a couple bones crunch. Just in time for behind you, the thunder rumbles, and what does Alina shout as she casts her spell?
Oh, I forgot to come up with a new name. She's it's like coming from my fingers, so I feel like I have to be like.
Unlimited.
I guess I say.
Abracadabra.
Abracadabra.
Abracadabra?
Abracadabra. It's in Harry Potter. It's the killing spell. You can tell me in a minute what your words
I'll
are.
think about it. Yeah. Think about it.
But technically you're speaking in Sylvan anyway.
True.
So you hear her shout her spell, and she reaches out her fingers, and lightning comes out of her fingers. As that's happening, a bolt of lightning comes down from the sky and actually hits her directly. And you see the lightning from her fingers go from these thin streams to this one solid bolt. And all of your hair stands on end. Marsic looks like a poof ball right now. And you guys feel all your hair stand on end as the air fills with electric energy.
He's also restrained.
Noted. That's.
Okay. I don't know how that affects him, but.
Yeah. Well, I do.
Okay.
So as the lightning comes out of her fingers, it goes around Marsic and Callum and Sahara. And yes, exactly. And it slams into him, and you see these tendrils of lightning just going into him, and you can see his skeleton occasionally. And again, the air just you can taste the ozone in the air right now. And the rumbling thunder is now not so distant as the infusion of lightning in the region, in the area, has gone from seeping to pouring. So currently, lightning is pouring into. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Lightning is currently pouring into it. So, yeah.
Just sort of a theoretical, hypothetical question. Is that a problem for the fact that I have a metal leg grounded?
That the both of us have metal implements stuck in his body right now.
Is that a problem?
That is a fair point.
Well, I mean, you're not touching the metal, right?
Why don't you each make me a DC 4 flat check?
And presume that the blade that the handle is wrapped in leather.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. So this would just be Zahara.
Natural 20 for me.
Nice.
Because
Yeah.
you can't put it right before I do it.
Okay.
You just conduct the electricity away.
It's 13
Can we
after.
forward that natural 20
I'm fine.
onto a future check of my choosing?
Sorry.
Or your next check?
It still applies to me.
Oh yeah, you can. I'll let you use it. Actually, we'll do this.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Well, no, because I had you roll the check, and then you didn't actually need to. So I'm cool to let you use it. Whatever the next thing you do is, will be a natural 20.
I'll take a panache point as
There you go.
We'll do
as
that.
payment.
We'll do that. Take 2 because it was a crit.
Hey, heck yeah.
So all of this happens. He stands there for a moment, impaled and axed.
He's
And the lightning is still crackling, yes. And he. Let me pull my notes real fast.
Is he alive still?
Give me a second. Give me a second.
I mean, if he can be restrained, then the reason is because he's
1533.
I would be dead.
Whatever the damage
Well, you have a lot more.
that he did.
You took a lot of damage.
Yes, he did.
I'm at 70.
Her max is reduced for something.
No, the one thing I'm kind of worried about is he's around with all the fairy activity.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's like, wait, silver is winter.
Winter.
Wait, what?
Is he silver?
That's right. Black is the autumn night.
Oh, it's.
His cloak, all of his clothing is black, and his sword is silver. And you guys notice as the lightning flashes, it doesn't seem to be reflecting anything. There's no reflection in the sword,
Interesting.
despite it being quite polished.
Do we just zap the winner?
We're killing a vampire.
What?
And then he stands there for a moment, and he looks up at each of you, and he says, "My turn." And I need each of you, I need all 4 of you to make reflex saves.
Oh, not reflex. Anything but reflex.
Oh no! 18, is that enough?
Unfortunately not. The DC is 22.
25.
25, nice.
30.
30, nice.
That's about as high as I can roll.
It's because I'm short, isn't it? Yes.
27.
Yeah, it's because I'm short.
Nice. So, Callum and Marsic, as he moves, you were waiting and ready, and so you're able to move at least partially out of the way. He starts by his first attack is he lunges forward with his palm and slams his palm into Zahara's stomach. Zahara, you go flying backwards from the force, about 5 feet, and let me go ahead and roll damage real fast.
Nope, hold on. I swear I
Is
moved.
this an attack? Is this something I can glimpse of redemption or no?
Yeah, it's an attack. Yeah.
Okay.
What does that do now? I forgot.
What did we decide it does? I think we made it do the automatic enfeeble and then reduce damage by what is it?
Reagan, what's the type of hit that he did on Zahara?
Like the time, it was an unarmed strike. If that
The
makes
class
sense.
of like success.
It was a regular hit.
a solid hit?
Yes.
If she got a plus
Oh.
2 to her AC, would that change anything?
What was the result to your die, Zahara?
I'm sorry.
What's your AC?
What was your exact number? Was it like 17?
My AC is 19.
Well, no. What was the number that you rolled on your reflex
Okay.
save?
18 was what I rolled.
18. Okay.
Do
That would not make a difference this time.
Good to know.
Nice to know y'all. That's fine. I'll be fine. I was gonna say I'll be fine. I actually don't know if I'll be fine. We're gonna find out.
You take 22 points of bludgeoning damage from the strike.
Subtract 8 from that, from the glimpse of redemption. And then he's enfeebled 3 unless he can resist a basic will save.
Okay.
So he
Let's
wasn't,
find out.
He wasn't restrained.
Doesn't seem to be restraining him, unfortunately.
So at 22, when it was 22 originally.
Yes. And Rob, what's the DC on the will save that he has to make?
Just says can resist this with a basic will save is all it says.
Okay. Then it's going to be your level plus your proficiency in religion plus 10.
Be a 26.
26? Nice. And yeah, so he's going to be enfeebled 3. Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, the divine energy you can see it like take part of the impact and then kind of settle onto him. And in the same motion, he spins, like still mid-strike, he spins into a spinning wheel kick into Marsic for half damage. It's going to be the same damage roll, so 22 halved to Marsic. And then Callum, after he finishes kicking Marsic, he actually vaults over Marsic and kicks you with his other foot on the way past.
I take half of that too.
Ah, yes, you do.
Great.
Yep. It's until you sleep. So, a while.
As all that is happening, as he's vaulting over, you see like this shadowy mist come off of him from behind and fly toward Alina. And the shadows take his shape, and you see a shadow shaped like him strike for you.
Stop it, Zed.
Go for basically a punch to the face. What'd you get on your reflex save again? You got a 30? Okay. So as the punch is getting, you go to dodge, and you actually successfully dodge out of the way, and then he blurs forward along the path that his shadow took, and is suddenly in your face and goes for a leg sweep instead. Oh man. It's a 32 to hit.
Yeah.
Is it a regular hit?
Regular.
Strong hit?
Well,
Yeah. Strong.
How many
I was gonna
times-
say, is that -3 due to the enfeebled though?
Oh, that's a good point. So it'll be 29. So it's
So-
definitely not a crit.
Well, it wasn't a crit anyway,
Okay, cool.
but it was, yeah.
But it does hit, I know.
Wait, did he? No, he didn't hit her with a weapon, did he?
No, it was just his hand.
No,
Or sorry, he kicked you. He kicked her legs out from under her.
Can I try something as a reaction? I have a thing as a
Sure.
reaction.
Will it
Okay.
change the damage?
It will give him damage.
Okay, just a second then.
Oh, actually, now it's a solid hit because it was more than 5 plus.
Okay.
Over 5 plus is
25 damage, and you're knocked prone as he kicks your legs out from under you.
okay.
What were you going to do, Zahara?
If you'll, it does say struck by a weapon, but if you'll consider it, when an ally of yours is struck by a weapon, I use my reaction to call justice down and essentially smite them.
Nice. Yeah, feel free. Do it.
His hands are weapons.
This is like DC. This is DC things. Do I just roll and see what I get?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you?
Yeah.
Selena, take 3 less damage from enfeeble.
DC or is this?
Oh, did I take?
Right? I read religion. That's right.
Oh, it must be because the DC goes way up.
I think I calculated the 3 damage. Let me. No, you're totally fine. Because I do want to remember it. I'm trying to remember if I added that in or not. Because I was thinking about it. I don't think. Actually, I think I forgot to add that to subtract that. So
22?
that's 3 less damage.
So
Yeah, definitely feel free to remind me.
I just want to make sure I don't ride that fine line of remembering but not also being obnoxious.
Yeah, yeah. I'll let you know if you go overboard. You don't have to worry about it. Because I want you guys to use your stuff. So
this is a new thing, so I'm gonna ask you about this. So it has a wide variety of DCs. Does that mean my DC, or does he have to make a save? Or
you roll. You make a religion check, and you can
Okay.
use anything up to the DC you rolled.
Okay, gotcha.
And you can pick which one. A lot of them, it'll be like stacking effects as it goes up, but some of them are just different effects as it goes up.
Okay. Yeah, so I got an 18, so he gets 1d6 of holy damage.
Nice.
Hopefully it's a 6. If I get sometimes higher, I mean, it can go up to like one of them. Yeah, it stacks pretty quickly. That low one is like whatever, but it's yeah,
Yeah.
6 points of damage for him.
Nice.
I'll say something like, I don't know, in Malik's name or something. I don't know. It's supposed to be for Hammer Justice. It's called the Hammer's Justice, so I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I'll say something for Malik or whatever and be like.
Cool. What does it look like?
It's gonna be kind of, you know how when you strike a forge and like the sparks fly off? It's gonna be kind of like that, but like out of my hand, I'll kind of like shoot it towards him, so like kind of like off
Nice.
and zap him somehow.
Yeah.
Like sort of, yeah.
You see the sparks burn holes through his clothes, and you hear the sizzling, and you smell burning flesh. You guys can each do a thing now.
Oh no. Oh no.
Well, you get another one. I only rolled a 17 on my attack.
Okay. Yep, that will be another one.
Oh no.
Okay, so Callum's making an attack. Marsic and Zahara, what are you two doing?
So
Okay, so Callum made an attack. What are the rest
I
of you?
entered rage, but I got 5
On your attack?
on my attack. That's
Oh,
with
no.
my. I rolled a 3 on the dice, guys. I did a test roll to see if it fit through the dice tower, and it did. And I rolled a 3, and I was like, "Oh, I'm glad that was a test." So then I rolled it again. I rolled 3.
No.
It's like, okay, you're going to dice jail.
Oh man, that's rough.
So yeah, that's another failure, right? I'm so sorry. We're just giving you all the tokens.
Don't apologize to me.
23
23?
to hit.
That is a success.
10 damage.
Cool. Keep that in mind, because I'm gonna go through each of these, because everything's happening simultaneously, more or less. Do you know what you're doing?
I'm turning into a bear.
Okay.
And I want to like basically jump up so I'm knocked down
Mm-hmm.
and try to like
Grab
grapple
him?
him. Yeah.
Okay.
Give him a bareback ride.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Make an athletics check.
Okay. Oh no!
This will count as forced movement. Is that a 1?
Yes.
Oh no.
Hang on, I might have a get out of jail free.
You can use hero points. Yes. Or hero points or fate points,
I
whatever we
have
call
one. I do have one.
it. Okay. You using it?
I'm using it.
Makes
I'm gonna
sense.
try again.
Makes sense. That was better. What did you get on your attack again, Tori?
It's 25.
What was your new one? 25? Alina and Marsic, you both got regular hits, so you do damage as normal. Marsic, you said 10 damage?
Yes.
Okay. And Alina?
You know, am I using?
Oh, you're not doing damage. You succeeded. You are knocking him down. Does that do anything extra?
I get another breath.
Okay, so Marsic, what does your attack look like?
My attack will be kind of like a cock bat with the rapier, so the tip is pretty close to myself, and then spinning through to get between the two of them, so that when I get lined up, it's kind of a drive forward from that.
Awesome.
Close quarters technique.
Fancy footwork.
Yeah. You lunge forward, and you do exactly that. Your rapier almost spits his arm, and then he rotates, and you see he tries to parry it with his forearm, but he doesn't quite get there in time, and you leave a pretty big gash on his arm as you go past. You do notice no blood drips from the wound. As you're lunging past, you rotate and kind of like shoulder push him just a little bit, because you see Alina looming over him in the background as a bear, and you push him into her a little bit. He stumbles slightly backwards into Alina, who just and knocks him flat and sits on him.
Yeah.
Or starts to, because I'm going to go ahead and spin to my first trip.
Oh no.
As he's falling to the ground underneath you, he rotates in his feet still planted. He rotates his upper body and twists into a throw to try to throw you. Make an athletics check.
So he sits on you?
25 again.
Nice. So you manage to he twists in midair and tries to throw you, but you manage to catch yourself, and especially being a bear, you're able to get really good leverage, and you keep him from chucking you. And he, as you push against him, he actually uses that force and momentum to kind of wrap around your arm and vault over you and land on the other side. But you're not prone, and he did not sit on you.
That's good. That's all.
As all that is happening, Callum, you were rolling an attack, right?
After, because I forgot about that. Always +1. I don't think matters if he's flat-footed.
Let me see.
He's not perfect. Nobody's perfect.
Oh, he got it. But you
Oh, no, like,
Uncorrect.
That actually does make a difference. That because he's flat-footed and your weapons are well maintained, that gets you to exactly his AC.
Hey.
So as
you
he
can take away.
as he is bending over, like leaning backwards to start trying to throw Alina, you take a pot shot at his ribs with your flail, and there is a burst of divine energy. Go ahead and tell me the damage.
Yeah.
16.
Nice. There is a flare of divine energy as it slams into him. Oh, and you know what? I just realized. Did I do damage yet? I haven't done damage. Okay. Because he is also enfeebled. 3.
Yeah.
How long does that last again? Is it a minute or is it
It'll be the end of this round.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you take a pot shot at his ribs as he's flipping over, and there's a burst of divine energy, and you feel a crunch underneath him. And he vaults and he kind of lands on the ground. Let's see. And then Zahara, what
Yes.
were you doing that you rolled a 5 on?
So I raged and I swung at him.
Okay. So you so you activate, you reach into yourself and pull out this rage, and you swing at him with your axe. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Flip a coin for me.
I'm gonna roll a 4, or I'm gonna roll a pointy, and it's odds are heads and evens are tails.
Sounds good.
Tails.
Tails.
Tails. So, that is. Oh no, that's actually not. That's not a good result. So you swing, and he is. As you're swinging, Alina like appears and envelops him, and you see him like lean over and start to turn. And oh no! And in your rage, there's this brief moment where some part of your brain is like, Alina's the one in front of me now, and your rage propels you forward. And I'm going to, because you got a critical failure, I'm going to spend one of the tokens to make your attack target Alina.
You're never gonna forgive me ever, are you?
He's like, I feel like Zahara's like, I don't know what y'all are playing, but I'm playing Helldivers.
Isn't.
Yeah, friendly fire isn't. Yes. What'd you get?
Yeah.
What,
Oh, sorry.
roll damage. Roll damage for a regular hit against Alina.
Okay.
No, I don't wanna. You can't make me. Please be like a 1.
That'd be great. It is a 1. Good, good, good.
Hey!
Hold on. 1 plus 5 plus 1 is 7. So 7.
7 total? Okay.
Out of a 8 die. Of 8 dice, I could have been worse. My hesitation slowed me down just enough to not obliterate.
Yeah, there's that little part of you that's like, wait a second, I don't want to hurt my friends. And so you do pull back a little bit. And as you hit her with the axe, there's a flash of sparks and a sizzling smell. And you smell burning hair.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna. Well, hold on. I'm raging, so I'm not. I can speak while I'm raging, right? Actually, I've never really thought about what I am mentally like. I can't. How I communicate. Because I can't concentrate on anything.
Right. You can communicate. You can communicate in like primitive noises and single words.
I'm gonna yell no.
Imagine Zahara sounds like frothing at the mouth.
Yeah.
I'll be like, no!
Yeah.
Just yelling. Anyway.
So yeah. So you vaulted over Alina, narrowly avoiding being crushed. Zahara unfortunately slashed Alina, and Marsic and Callum both managed to get a hit on him as he was ducking away. He lands and straightens up, and he says, "You do hold some promise," and he draws his sword.
Right. Been hitting us with weapons.
I need
That's the second stage!
I need Zahara to make a reflex save for me. Actually, no, sorry, not Zahara. Callum.
Please now?
These reflex well because I take half your damage though.
Reflex well. That is a fully 26.
26?
Yes.
Nice. So, he swings his sword at Alina, and he gets a total of, what did I roll?
4.
You're not far off, actually. Funny enough. He ends up with a 19 to hit, which I know misses.
Yeah.
Is it a regular miss? If so, it's half damage.
Yes.
Okay. Let me max damage real fast. Sorry, I lost it.
Part of me forgot that system that makes it where we do damage when we miss a little bit also affects us when they. Now I'm not sure I'm such a big fan.
Yeah, poor Tori.
Bad.
Poor Tori gets to see the dice. Oh, this might be very bad. So this sword, as he swings it, you see drops of water just kind of like splash off of it, and there's something weird about the water, but it slams into her. This is going to be half damage. What he rolled on his damage, let me make sure I did this correctly. Yes, 24 points of damage halved, so 12.
Abort!
As you see, he gouges Alina, and you see there's another, oh yeah.
Once again, Reagan.
Sorry.
Once again, would a +2 to her AC make any difference?
And a -3 to strength.
Oh, that's true. So that totals to a
+2.
-5. Hold on.
That would make a crit.
That would make it
It's
a crit
only
fail.
a -2.
Okay, that is a crit fail. So he does no damage. So he swings at you, and thank you guys.
Thank you.
Yes, because yes.
I have to. So Marcin has to dodges in front and deflects the attack.
That is so
how
cool,
that
dude.
is.
Move yourself next to Alina, and if you want a panache, explain to me how panachy this is.
Well, I was behind Callum and Zahara, so he literally uses his tail to project himself up and does one step on their heads.
He does a Tigard
Of
bounce.
course, one head
does
is
the
not
Tigger
forward than the other, so he steps up Zahara, and then Callum, and then over Alina.
Yes.
To basically deflect his sword down into the dirt.
Dude,
Yeah.
that is amazing. Increase your panache by 1. As you dive in front of Alina, there's a of swords as the swords collide. And you're able to make it in time because he was weakened by the divine magic. It slowed him down just enough for you to get there. Literally, like the sword was about this far from Alina's flesh. And it slams into the ground.
For like by the water that's like, I don't know.
Yeah. Callum, as that's happening, and you are preparing for whatever you're going to do next, you see the shadows come off of him and start to make a sweeping downward attack with his sword at your shoulder. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna raise my shield.
Okay. As the shadowy figure comes down, you raise your shield, and you don't feel any impact. And Alina, you see he almost like blurs sideways and comes in with an uppercut with the sword underneath the raised shield toward Callum.
Oh.
And he rolls a 30 to hit.
-3.
Yes, that did not include that, so 27.
Does it also include
27. So actually, awkwardly enough, I take it I can't do the ray shield now.
This will unfortunately go around your raised shield, so you don't get the +2.
Which actually even matters. So it will be a regular hit.
Okay. There is a flash of oh, actually no, this wouldn't flash or anything. The sword manages to get into a chink in your armor, and it bites into your flesh. Not super, actually no, you know what, you're in full plate armor. That's not what would happen. He does hit you with a lot of force, and the impact kind of sends you back a little bit. You are gonna take, oh, I rolled high. 22 points of damage.
Which is
32 points of damage.
Oh, which is still half base of harm.
Yeah,
Yes.
because I take half of it though. So
Yes, so you each take 16 points of damage. And as you take that damage, the blade feels icy cold, and you can feel it almost like freezing to your flesh. No, sorry, it's not touching your flesh. But you feel this like, strange sensation on the arm underneath where the blade hit. It feels kind of itchy and painful, almost like a rash, but worse, something like that. Let's see. Yes.
is it mental or soul damage?
It is not. And then he's also going to step here. Oops. Here. Oh, actually, sorry. He attacked you. Let me actually hold on. I forgot to check where you. Oh no, he did that with the shadowy figure. So he is now standing here. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong spot. I don't have much room for my mouse. He is currently there. Check something real fast. It's at this point that you all notice. It's only been a few seconds of fighting. It's at this point you all notice an awful stench coming off of his body. He literally smells like a dead animal who's been left out in the sun for probably 3 days. I need you all to make fortitude saves. Yes.
I'm literally writing stinky boy in my notes. Is it fortitude?
16.
16. That is unfortunately a fail.
Dirty 20?
Right up there.
20. That is also a fail.
27.
27. That is a success. Callum?
Sorry, I said 18.
18? Okay, that is a fail as well. So if you failed, you are sickened 1, as the smell just wrecks your nasal cavity. It's an awful smell. You start, yeah? Each of you can do something now.
Who is he facing right now?
Callum.
Yes, Callum. I'm gonna fire up my bracers and lay on Hans' face.
Sounds
I
good.
guess bracer his face.
Alina's
I'm gonna do the flat check first, Reagan. I succeed the flat check, yes. Yeah.
Could Marcy try to get a sense for how hurt this guy is?
Short answer, yes. Real quick, just so I'm not confused. No one's done anything yet, right?
No,
I swung,
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
excited because I think I'm about to do a wrap. Yeah.
Nice.
I wanted to do that.
Waiting.
I'm very thankful I used bracers this time.
the heart is having internal conflict as to whether she should hit based on her past roll. And the fact that she's raging and it's like, we're gonna try to hit him. I'm specifically using Furious Strikes
Awesome.
because I'm mad that I hit Alina and I'm blaming him for it because I don't take responsibility.
You hit my friend, and you used my axe.
It's like, if you hadn't moved, I wouldn't have hit her yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bite his face.
That's athletics, right? Yeah, athletics did this, right?
Actually, I don't know if I can aim for a specific place, but if I can try to bite like his arm that he's using to wield his sword.
Wait a minute.
If you critically succeed, I'll let you turn it into an aimed shot.
Can I roll an attack?
Not that I know of.
I'm just dead. I'm just rolling damage.
I'm just gonna roll damage.
I'll
I hit.
roll-
I know I
I'll roll
hit.
damage.
I appreciate the confidence.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna hit. Just calling your shots.
We're gonna say I ran around the corner because I don't want to hit anybody with an axe.
I mean, honestly, that makes
Yeah.
sense. And it's not
Yeah.
like you're completely incoherent. You're coherent. You're just frothing at the mouth and very angry.
Yes. And I have glowing golden eyes right now as opposed to
Oh,
my
yeah.
normal ones.
That's true.
So,
24 to hit.
Yes. 24 will hit. The regular hit.
Like the way my kids see me when I say, no, you're not watching any more YouTube. Now go do your homework.
That's actually a 23 to hit.
That hits.
That's 12 points of damage for him.
Awesome.
For my-
Keep note of that. I'll ask for damages in a minute.
33 is a crit, yes.
Yes, it is. Very nice.
I was really hoping I'd crit with the tracers.
30 damage.
Yeah.
30 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Breaths.
Keep note of that.
Okay.
What'd you get on your attack again? It was a regular hit. Zahara, what was your attack roll again? It was a 23?
To hit him, yes.
Okay. And Marsik, have you told me what you did?
I wanted to do an evaluation of see how hurt he was.
Yes. Go ahead and make a, this could be a warfare check. This could be, I could see this being a bounty hunting check, honestly. Good at sizing people up and being like, okay, is this guy hog-tieable yet, or do I need to hit him a few more times, you know?
Okay, for a bounty hunting check, that would be 28.
28. Okay.
Nice.
I'm going to send you a message.
I wish he was lower than I suspect he was, because I want him to die. And Marcy goes, well, he's dead.
That would be pretty awesome.
What I'm afraid is looking at him and being like, he's no more hurt than he was when we started fighting him, or something. Just be like, oh, crap.
So invite.
You're not allowed to look at whatever message reads. And this from my eyes.
And based on that, you can tell me what you do. Because you're taking a second to look him over, before you tell me what you do, I'm going to adjudicate everyone else's actions. Alina and Zahara, you both, Alina, you were biting or clawing him? So Alina leans forward to bite and clamps down on one of his arms.
Hopefully the one that's wielding the sword is in the ground.
Yeah, you bite down on his sword arm. And how much damage did you do again?
30.
30 damage. Nice. You bite down on his sword arm as he's moving to pull it out, and you hold his sword into the ground. Using that moment, Zahara, you lunge forward with your axe. What do you shout? It has to be monosyllabic. So one syllable.
What do I shout? Like it came to my brain was die.
I mean,
Yeah. Zahara screams, die! And slams her axe into his shoulder, and he kind of like stumbles under the force, and he kind of catches himself a little bit. How much damage did you do again?
12.
12. Nice. And Callum, you see a good opportunity as he's distracted to land an amazing flail strike right on his face. How much damage did you end up doing?
4.
70.
94.
94. Oh, that's great.
Ow!
The almost fully charged paladin is doing a lot of damage with you. Because I
that's
get
what you.
plus 50 between using max all my dice.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's because like wondering where it gives you. So the charge they give you charges basically to like tap.
Yeah.
You.
So yeah, he gets a lot stronger.
So there is, as it slams into his face, there is a bright flash that actually puts dots into your guys' eyes for a second, and you blink, and there's a boosh, and he goes flying backwards. Let me move him real quick. He like totally ragdolls and skids along the cliff, or not cliff, it's not cliffs, skids along the hill and slams into a tree, and you see his body like wrap around the tree and then clump into a heap. And for a brief moment, you each have a moment to take like one breath, and then you see his finger twitch, and then his hand twitch. Marsik, what would you like
I
to
go
do?
and I'll do my attack.
Yeah, go for it, dude.
I gotta run all the way over to where he is. Wait, did he take his sword with him?
Running.
The sword is still stuck in the ground.
Nice.
Am I able to sprint and get to him?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Rapier between his eyes. It's a 22 to hit.
22 to hit. Nice. That is a regular hit. Because he's not flanked right now, so it's a regular hit.
Roll. Yeah.
But you know what? He is prone, so he's still flat-footed. So it's still a regular hit, though.
Is that plus the thing that my
His AC is currently 20.
But I'm going to do it as a finisher.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes. That's the only thing that made it a hit was plus the bonus. So I'm going to do damage as a finisher. That's good. Plus 4 is 12. And then 1 is 14. 2 is 15.
Do I have a separate thing?
3, 19. Okay, that's 19 damage.
19 damage. Nice. So you fly across, you lunge forward at a full sprint straight toward his face. You can see his hood has fallen back, so you see exactly where his face is. There's this brief moment where your brain kind of like takes in that this face probably was once very like handsome. He has slicked back, very elegant looking hair, and it looks like he's made some attempts at maybe makeup or something to cover the lumps and scarring and bruising that is all over his face. And as you lunge forward, you take all that in, and he turns his head at a really unnatural angle towards you and reaches up and grabs your blade. And your blade slides forward. It's a rapier, so it slides forward, and you can feel it gouging into his hand. And the tip stops here, starts pressing into his forehead, and his hand is shaking, and he manages just barely to stop it. And he looks at you and he goes, "I kill you." And then I'm going to spend one of his tokens to have him use your momentum to yank you toward him and reach out with his palm like this. You can see his fingernails are long and sharp like claws, and they're dripping with some kind of ichor.
No, 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 no.
For the kneecap.
No, not the kneecap.
He breaks your knee! Oh, man.
How did you know?
I used to be an adventurer like you, and then I took an explosion to the knee.
Can I bond him from? It doesn't say I have to. Oh, I do have to lay hands on him.
You have to lay hands on him, then not him. You can spend a hero point.
I'll spend a hero point.
Do you have one?
I do have a hero point.
You can spend it to do that from distance if you'd like.
Okay.
Actually, is that a spell?
You're
raging.
It's a prayer. Yeah, it's a prayer. Oh, I do have moments of clarity though.
You do. Okay, I will let you use that. You have this brief, just instant of clarity, and you spend your hero point to cry out to Makel for protection for your friend. Go ahead and roll the die.
Can Mozzie maybe come help us even a little bit? He's just chilling over.
Callum glances over his shoulder. Not Marsic, because Marsic's busy. Callum glances over his shoulder and sees Mozzie hiding behind the bushes, and the bushes are trembling from the shake of his trembling.
This may not do anything, but you gain resistance equal to half your level to non-magic weapons, or I guess things. Any damage is blocked. Any damage blocked is sent to me.
Okay.
So this is, I'm assuming, very magical. So I don't know if this will do anything.
This is just his hand.
Let's just see.
Just his hand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's going to
So
apply.
yeah. Okay.
So he does what now?
Any damage that is blocked is sent to me.
Yeah, but how much damage?
Equal to half your level rounded up.
Half my level rounded up.
Yeah, so no, you gain resistance,
I gain resistance equal to half your level rounded up.
which is also your level. Yes. And then any damage that is blocked is sent to me.
So there's 3
24
max
points of damage total
24 total. Okay.
from his
So you take
claws.
3 of that, right?
No, I take all of it.
No, it says resistance up to
Your target gains resistance. You gain resistance. I
I gain
don't.
resistance equal to half the level. Right,
Yes.
so 3.
Any damage blocked by this resistance is dealt to me instead.
So you get 3
I
damage?
take all your damage.
How
So
does
Sam
resistance?
Marsic takes 21 damage, and Zahara takes 3.
Oh, I take 3.
Yeah, resistance
Okay.
equal to that much.
Okay. Okay.
That's what I was trying to say. I take
Um,
21.
Yes. How healthy are you, by the way?
Are your bars correct?
His is not yet, because he hasn't.
Oh yeah, he
hit it
hasn't.
quite. It only matters for how I narrate the attack.
I will update myself.
Cool.
Oh, right. I'm looking at Callum's.
That is how healthy I am.
Okay. I'm going to spend another token because he has been spending some time
Where are you
examining your
getting
moves.
these tokens?
They're all from the first round, pretty much.
Oh, no. Can we have some tokens, too?
You have hero points.
No, I don't even...
Well, you spent them. That's not my problem. He's gonna spend another token so he lunges forward with his claws. You dive or you twist to get out of the way, and he just leaves some gashes. I do need you to make a fortitude save, as whatever ichor was on his claws seeps into the wounds.
30.
30? Nice.
Nice.
It like tingles a little bit, but you don't feel anything other than that at the moment. It actually, any sensation from the ichor is completely blotted out by the amount of pain you're feeling, and the adrenaline. And then he's going to, what is your acrobatics DC? So that's your acrobatics bonus plus 10.
23.
23? It's gonna be close whether he succeeds or not. I think he exactly succeeded. Yeah, he exactly succeeded. So as that's happening, his claws like put some gashes in your side, and then he reaches up, grabs you by the armpit, and spins and slams you into the tree. Where's my dice?
Can we like run over there? Are we all just standing still? Can we like?
These are he's spending tokens. This isn't actually his turn.
Okay.
He's only got 2 left.
2 more tokens, that's all.
I mean, like we've done our stuff, but like, can
Not yet. This is all happening. What you guys see is you see Marsic lunge forward, practically gliding along the ground, and you see him come to a stop, almost as if he has struck the tree. Slide forward just a little bit more, and then as he is, and then you see him kind of like lurch forward and slam into the tree as the guy spins him around, and then he's going to take his turn, and a shadow. He's going to send shadows to attack all 3 of you. I need all 3 of you first, Callum. The shadow comes toward you in a spinning kick. What would you like to do?
I know, but I have it.
He's just gonna try to do a quick. I think he's gonna just try to take it. He's wearing armor. The brace.
Okay. Yeah, you brace yourself. Alina, what do you do as the shadow comes towards you, lunging forward with its claws?
I'm gonna try to dodge out of the way.
Okay. And then Zahara, what do you do as the 3rd shadow vaults over Alina and comes down with an axe kick toward your head?
Well, I'm gonna scream at it first, but also, I'm also going to arm cross block it. Like, try to block it with my arms and specifically my metal arm. But like, yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I would swing at it, but I kind of just be like. Brace for impact, I guess. I don't know, but like block it. Try to block it.
So you and Callum make me fortitude saves, and Alina make me a reflex save.
I was wondering if I could squeeze one more thing in to try to save Marsic.
If you want, there's a mechanic I've wanted to try out for a while that you are welcome to use. I call it pushing it. So you can make a roll, and I will let it. Basically, you can push something if either you've just failed or you normally wouldn't be able to.
Okay.
But because you're pushing it, if you fail, it's worse than normal. So you're escalating the situation. And as part of pushing it, you have to escalate the situation somehow.
Zahara is the queen of pushing situations, but let's think about this. Think about it. I really want to try to save Marsic, because if I can smite this guy. I would want to use my reaction, because he hit Marsic. I'd want to use my reaction spell, but I'd have to push back my rage to do it. I mean, if it means that I might save Marsic's life, yeah, I'll try it.
Okay. So what are you doing?
So essentially what I'm doing is I'm trying to do Cry of Vengeance, where you
do damage to him?
Yeah, where I do damage based on the 28.
28? Nice. Yeah.
That means that he gets 2d6 holy damage.
Nice. You have to roll that. I was like looking for d6s.
That's only... So I take that and multiply it?
No, you do 2.
Oh, I roll it twice. 9 total of holy smite down. Like, just before I get hit by the axe kick of shadows. Or after, depending on how you want to roll it.
And as you are casting that spell, the shadow in front of you seems to materialize as he blurs forward into your face and lands the axe kick on top of you.
Okay.
He disappeared.
30. Is that a critical hit?
Oh, 37? Oh, yeah, 19 is my AC. So, yeah.
Okay.
I guess the question is, do I do Glimpse of Redemption now, or do I wait for Lay on Hands?
Save lay on hands.
Good.
Oh, save Marsic if you can. I have hits. I have points, but I don't.
Well, you have more, like more of your health.
Oh.
Like maybe has more hit points.
No, we're
I'm gonna roll a dice to decide. A Glimpse of Redemption. So I'm gonna Glimpse of Redemption this.
Okay.
So I need to see if I screw up. Thankfully, no. Succeed the flat check. So it is Radiance 5, so Enfeebled 5.
Nice.
If he doesn't pass the check,
Okay.
which was, what did we say, 26?
Yes. He got exactly 26. I kid you
Okay.
not. What kind of save is it? The fortitude save?
No, it is
We'll save.
Will.
Okay. So the other enfeebled wouldn't have affected it then. Because enfeebled only affects
Yeah,
fortitude.
plus the other one's worn off.
So he does succeed.
You at least get you still at least get -10 to whatever this is.
Yes.
And he minus 2
And
because
I think he's still somewhat enfeebled. It's just like enfeebled 1 or 2.
he's flat-footed. 'Cause
Oh, does it decrease by 1 each round?
Because it's a basic fortitude save, right? If it says basic next to the fortitude save, then that means on success he takes half as much.
Says basic will.
Okay. So because it's basic, he's still going to be enfeebled too. So you'll end up taking 12 less damage, which is good. That does not matter for this, unfortunately. That is 60 points of damage.
I'm under.
Minus 12. You get to minus
with
12
rage-
from that.
What?
You get to minus
No,
12
but-
from that, and then the rage stuff too happens.
No, I had extra with rage. I was at 46. So 46 minus 12 is
Okay.
Take how much damage?
46 plus 12 is 50. So I was at 58 with 12 plus 12, 58.
Okay. So you are at 0 now?
Yeah, 0.
-2.
Well,
Okay.
0 minus, I guess.
0 -2.
You don't have to worry about negatives. You are now, as his kick comes down, you are still like reaching out your hand, crying out for protection from Marsic as his foot comes down on top of your head. You guys hear a crack as it hits her, and you see her head snap sideways, and she falls to the ground. He continues his attack into a flip and then lands in like a 3-point stance and then stands up. And Zahara kind of to the ground. You are still able to play. You are currently dying 1.
I'm assuming, does fatigue or sick affect that at all? Or rage or stain or anything?
So fatigue reduces all of your checks by 1. It gives you a -1 to everything. Sickened also gives you a -1 to everything if you have that.
Yeah, I do. I have sick 1 and fatigue 1, or had, at least.
Okay.
Sick 1, fatigue 1.
Yeah, so that'll be effectively a -2 to everything you do. However, just in case you don't remember, your rage does make it harder to kill you. You add your rage to the amount of dying that kills you. You know what? Normally, if you were dying, I would say your like speed is halved. You can't move as far, you can't do as much. But because you're raging, I'll say you can ignore that. Because I think that makes sense.
Can she go faster if she's raging?
No, because her body is literally just giving out. But
That's
I like the thought.
Yeah.
I might work that into
guess
certain
when start
subclasses.
going
I
first.
feel like adrenaline would work, because, like, adrenaline, you move. That could work. Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, I definitely follow the logic. I'll need to think
Like a
about it.
Scion thing.
Yeah.
And then he reaches down and he picks up his sword because he landed on top of it pretty much. And he said and he picks up his sword and he starts walking toward you. Not enough to move squares this turn, but he says, "The other 2 I have use for, but the 2 of you," and he points at Callum and Zahara. He says, "You, I do not."
Wait.
But that's the end of his turn. He said he has use for Alina and Marsic.
Okay. Hold on. I'm making note of that. That's actually kind of really important. The 2 religious people.
Marsic will start whistling the tune.
Interesting. Make a performance check.
This music is so like eerie.
18.
18? Okay.
Yeah.
You start whistling the tune, and it almost like reverberates in the air. Is there a specific intention you have?
I want to figure out if it either changes his attitude towards me favorably or whether it might frighten him. I'm thinking either Marsic's thought is either this is kin with him and he will consider that maybe he shouldn't be fighting Marsic, or he will recognize it as a power that he doesn't want to have to deal with and be frightened. and I'm not sure which, and I'm okay with either.
Okay. Intriguing.
Because I still, of course, don't quite understand what it is or what it does.
Yeah. You start whistling that, and a couple things happen. First, Zahara, you feel that tune, almost like licking a battery, but on your whole body. It's like that tune like jolts you.
A battery in my life.
I've just heard people talk about it. I've never done it. Supposedly, it gives you a little bit of a zzz feeling without actually hurting too
Homework for
bad.
next week.
I was like, I
Yes, you had
don't know
on
if I
9
could
votes
do
on
that.
It just, you feel this like energy kind of just go through you a little bit. And as you start whistling that, Marsic, he whips his head around, says, "How do you know that song?"
Can I take this moment to like jump on him?
Yes, you
and try to
can.
Pin him down.
You absolutely can.
I'd like to do that.
Because I would say he is
Also-
distracted with Actually, he turns around to look at Marsic over your shoulder, and then his screen fills with bear.
You didn't complete the thing with that was attacking me before. I'm
Oh,
assuming
sorry,
hit
I
me.
forgot to finish narrating that. So the shadows for the other two of you, the shadows,
yeah.
Callum braced himself and you dodged. You dove out of the way and the shadow like moved through the motion and then vanished. Callum, as you brace yourself for the hit, the shadow like collided with you and you never felt anything other than a little bit of a chill.
Interesting. I'm rolling.
And it is technically your guys' turn. Marsic is very distracting him at the moment with this tune.
So he turned to me and he said, "How do I know that tune?" Right?
Yes.
All right. My response will be, "You have made a mistake in challenging authorities you do not understand. I know languages you have never heard of. I have spoken to powers you've never dreamed of. And if you have any interest in your safety or in the pursuit of any life after the next hour, you will surrender now."
Okay. Make an intimidation check
Nice.
with a +4.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy.
With a +4, that is a 28.
Nice, very nice. And Zahara and Callum, you can each do something as well. As Marsic is saying that, and mid-sentence, Alina is leaping onto him.
That's a
I'm
no
giving him
go.
a bear hug.
Probably can't while you're raging is
Yeah.
probably more,
Wait a minute.
or it would be advantage would be my bet. But I mean, we can always ask.
I know, I'm thinking
Worst he says is no.
because I'm raging, unless I want to try to crawl over on hands and knees and bite him or something.
I'm at 24, I believe,
24 hit points?
to hit.
Okay, that'll just hit. That succeeds. So you bear hug him.
And he's flat-footed
Yes.
I love that.
And
21.
enfeebled.
and distracted.
You got a
And-
bear.
and-
God, he's not evil. 21 to hit.
21. That, because he is flat-footed, that will hit. Because he has a -1 to his AC.
Uh,
16 damage? Nice.
Can I perform battle medicine while raging?
No.
That's my question.
Well,
No,
okay. You can, but it's probably a really bad idea.
Anything near the arteries.
This limb has to go! We have to stop the infection!
Can't feel it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
26 damage.
I mean, I'm already
26 damage.
losing. I've already lost 2. It's fine. What's another whatever? In that case, I will not do battle medicine on myself. I was gonna see if I could like try to find it. I'm gonna use adrenaline rush, and I get a +1 status bonus to lift things, escape, or force open. Essentially, I'm going to like. As I'm still raging, and because I refuse to accept the fact that I'm dying, I'm going to try to launch myself and, like, up and kick him, like, out, like, as I'm off the ground, like, throw myself at him, essentially, to try to knock him over.
Okay. Yeah. Make your check. This would be either an attack roll or athletics, whichever one you want to use. And remember, with athletics, you add both super tough, or not both super tough, you add your rage, which, whenever you start raging, it starts at your base super tough.
Which is 1.
So I think your rage should be at 3 at this point.
Oh, is it a 3? Okay.
It goes
And I
up
need
each
die-
round. So every time you take a turn, it increases by 1.
Okay.
As you jump up you feel a splash, like you feel like a splash, like you jumped out of water, like you were jumping out of a puddle.
Nat 20.
Natural 20?
Yep.
Nice. Are you hitting him or are you trying to knock him down? As Alina grabs onto him.
Are you trying?
I'm trying to like knock him down, essentially, but specifically to hit him in the kneecaps.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage. As Alina bear hugs him, and you see that, and you go and you leap forward. What'd you say? Leap forward and like kick him in the back of the knee, or
Yeah.
the side of the knee, rather.
Yeah.
So you get +1 damage from your super tough, and plus 3d4 from your 3 rage. Oh, also, actually, you have more rage. You crit earlier, right? Oh,
No,
you
I
weren't
critted.
raging at the time though. You gain 1
No, I-
rage because you just critted, and you got crit earlier, which also gives you a rage. So you're actually at 5 rage. So your
I'm
rage
down.
right now.
I have to
Is-
hit dying 9 and die.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, you die at dying 9.
26. What was it in?
26? Okay.
That's
Nice.
for me.
Yeah.
Particularly the back of his kneecaps.
Did
so
you
technically-
add the maximum value of all the involved dice?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. What was the total again? One more
Well,
time.
hold on. When you say maximum of all the involved dice, does that mean because she rolled a d4 6 times, she adds 4 times 6?
Yeah. 'Cause she critted.
Okay, I did that.
So hold on, never mind.
Hold on.
Stand free mapping. I'm not great at math, especially on the fly.
I hear
so
ya.
I-
I use calculator. I became a programmer because I was bad at math.
JK, it's 46.
46.
All right, so I think Callum's goes on right now as the world record of damage, right?
Oh, absolutely.
so,
By
yeah.
far.
Yes, it does.
In the 90s.
90.
I think she might be in the second place, potentially.
So you run up and you slam your fist into his knee. It like shatters. You feel the bones crack into it. Well, you don't feel it because it's your steel arm, but you hear the bones shatter into like 1,000 pieces. He grunts as the bear takes him to the ground, and there's a
Technically,
poof.
leg sweep him.
And,
No, I think that body slam, then leg sweep him. It's technically, but yes.
Yeah, it still shattered his knee.
Yes. Oh,
As he lands, Zahara, through your rage, you do notice something as you hit him. So you hit his legs out from under him, and he drops the sword. Well, no, actually, it's still in his hands. You notice as you get close to this sword, it is humming now with some kind of energy, for lack of a better term. Nothing visual, but you can feel it humming. As you turn to look at the source of this, whatever it is, at the sword, and the sword looks more real now than anything you have ever seen in your life. And as you're looking at it, it looks huge. There's something about it that's just more. And as you are, like, you place your hands on the ground to do the sweeping kick, your hands feel like they splash into cold water for a brief moment, and you can feel the water lapping against you. And as he moves, the sword seems to part the water. You can't see it so much as you feel it, but you can feel it carving through the water that is splashing around you, even though you don't see anything. And he lands underneath the bear, and from underneath the bear, you hear his voice, kind of muffled, say to Marsic, "You have no idea what the power is that you beseech, you fool." And Callum, make me a perception check.
That's a natural 1.
Okay.
I'm
Underneath.
moving on.
You see.
Sorry, I was picking my nose. So
Yeah.
My favorite description I've ever heard is on a nat 1 perception check. You're like, you think you might be outside, but you're not sure. And then like a natural 20 is like, in a brief moment of clarity, you see giants around you rolling strange rocks with numbers on them, and then it clears up.
I heard
Yes.
the last one.
Alina, underneath you, you feel a yank, and then all of a sudden your arms are empty, and you kind of fall to the ground a little bit. You get up, and you guys look up, and the shadow has apparently he sent a shadow over to where he dropped Mosval, and he blurs over to him, and then like falls onto his face, and then stands up. He seems to be standing on his knees right now. And he grabs Mosval by the collar, and he says, "We will meet again." and then he vanishes. He flourishes his cloak, and he and Mosval vanish.
No.
Oh, we were gonna kill him.
All that
Can I
damage.
do something really
Yeah.
fast?
You can try.
I'd like to like kind of do like a dive forward roll in bear form and turn into my I almost said human form, but elven form, and then lightning one more time.
Go for it.
Okay, everybody, be ready. In case
Yeah.
I do, but do I do the flat roll first?
Yeah. Yes, you do the flat roll first.
Natural 20.
Nice. That's actually really potentially good. Wow. That's a game changer, actually. You were probably not going to kill everybody.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Okay. I can't.
Hey, it's not
Sorry.
an arc thrower friendly fire.
Yeah. No arc throwers today. So you actually, because you rolled a natural 1 on your casting check, natural 20.
20.
I meant to say natural 20. Because you rolled a natural 20 on your casting check, you bring the elements partially back into balance. And you actually reduce the lightning
Oh no!
by 1.
Is that a good thing?
That is, well, otherwise it would have gone up.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's probably gonna go up then too.
Otherwise,
go up
everyone
and
would
down,
have
and
died.
up, or does it just?
No, it
stay-
just goes down.
Okay.
It just goes down. That's what the flat check is checking.
Oh, okay.
So it goes from pouring lightning into the world here to leaking lightning into the world.
Okay.
So everyone's hair stops standing on end, but there's still the crackling lightning happening above.
It's not a crit.
Up processing. That is a crit, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
He is also keep rolling the damage. As you fire the lightning, as he's flourishing his cloak, he tilts his head at you and then kind of grins and then holds Mosval up in front of him. To do.
I'd like to arc. I would like to arc
Does
it.
this
so-
arc to multiple people?
Yeah.
He doesn't know that.
I
If it
want to
does.
arc it so it. Can I like?
I mean, you can hit Mercy. You can hit Maxwell. Do you
Be
particularly
strong
like
enough to survive a crit?
All right.
Can I?
How badly do we want him to stay here?
I don't know. I was just kind of like gonna try one last hurrah, see what happens.
Is it worth potentially making things worse and dying to keep him here?
What's your sense of his
Make a
death?
decision.
What's your sense of his death level?
I don't want to metagame it. Make a
I
decision.
will give you guys 5 seconds to decide.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna reach into Callan's backpack and pull out the book.
You did not do that.
I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Okay. So that's 2, 4,
We
6.
need him to not think that he has the book.
Yes. I think this might save our lives so that he's gonna leave us alone.
Yeah, for a minute. Oh, until he realizes he doesn't.
Unless Selena can kill him right now, which would be great.
Selena? Who's Selena?
Is it Ali?
Oh.
Unless Selena.
I heard a less Selena.
62.
It was like,
Nice. But with how he's holding him up, there's no going around it.
do we particularly care about Maslow? I don't think so.
That's up to you.
Posing it to the party, how much do we care about Maslow?
So I don't know. But if he's in the way and I can't like move the lightning.
You're not going to be able to go around him.
Okay, well I'll just change to the other guy.
Okay, so you hit them both.
Hit 'em
Yeah,
both.
lightning strikes them, and you see Mosval, he goes, and you think there's something about the way he's ing. He looks like he might be trying to cast some kind of warding spell. It does not come out. Whatever he was supposed to say is not what comes out. And it goes, and the last thing you see vanishing into the night is his skeleton as the lightning goes through him. And you do see the guy in the cloak. You do see him kind of, but he finishes flourishing the cloak and they vanish. You guys are left alone in the clearing. There is quite a crowd right now. They're safely back at the hotel.
I'm gonna collapse because my rage stopped.
It didn't yet. You need
Oh,
to make a
didn't
check
yet?
to end it.
Oh, right! Dang it! Okay. We shall see. That's a will save to end it, right?
It's a flat check, and the DC is 10 plus your rage.
Oh, it's 10 plus my rage.
Rage is
There is a modifier for that. As you level up, you do get bonuses to the check, or you reduce the DC. Let me check what it is.
Means the DC is 50.
I just hit 15 on the dice.
Is that enough?
Well, your rage is 5, right?
My rage is 5.
That's
My 5 is 15.
So you succeed.
You just
That's good.
Early.
So, success, your fury ends, and you return to your senses. You are fatigued, so roll me a d4. You pass out for 3 rounds. Your rage ends, and you guys see, like, her eyes stop glowing, right?
Yeah, they go back to work.
And she kind of like...
You're no longer down.
I'm gonna run over to her and try to see what I can do to help her.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Hopefully,
At least I can stop my rage and I'm not hurting anybody else.
gonna go quick yell. Just like, Marsic, are you alright?
He's currently assisting a child, but yes.
He appropriately tells you about how hard he's been hit.
Okay.
You feel like... Yeah.
Callum's gonna go over to where they.
Half damage currently.
You what?
Callum's gonna go over to.
Well, no, but he wants to know how much you were hurt for.
Oh, like,
Maybe.
you know, in character.
I'm trying to decide whether I need to take holy damage to prevent life, which I don't think is the case, but Callum would ask.
As a side note, just so you know, you
Am I no
can
longer dying?
reduce. Well, I guess it wouldn't necessarily be beneficial, but you could reduce. You could do the ritual to reduce your radiance before casting Lay on Hands.
Am I still dying? One?
So I just
Oh, you
grew.
are still dying 1, and because you're not raging anymore, you die at dying 4.
Oh, lovely.
Yes. Roll a d20 for me.
Can you pull up the thing that tells me how much, like, where my success is?
19.
I have
19.
20. I rolled a 20 for healing.
That's gonna be 48. Yeah, it should be 48. What'd you get, Zoe?
19.
19. Okay. You're sending Zoe, right?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
okay, 19. Okay. So you do manage to stop bleeding out. Oh, I just realized she's tending you, so I didn't need to make you make that check anyway.
33.
Wait,
I give you 33 health.
So Alina tends to your wounds quite well.
I've not been adding my -2 for sick and fatigued. I just realized.
Oh, I didn't add my -1.
Don't worry about it for now.
I don't think it would have made a difference because I rolled pretty high this one.
I forgot to, so you're good. You're off the hook.
Moment of clarity.
Yeah.
So it was what, 30? What was that, 30?
33.
The thundering kind of rumbles a bit, and it starts pouring rain.
I'm gonna get rusty. I mean, I don't say that, but you know, so
Yeah.
past.
How handled is Zahara? Otherwise, Callum's gonna just come over and say, "Let's quick get inside and just."
Yeah, Zahara is safe now. She's stable, and you're able to she's able to get up and walk, but she's definitely hurt pretty bad.
Am I still passed out for 3 rounds? No.
It's been 3 rounds by now. That's not a super long time. So you as Callum walks up and asks that, and the rain starts falling, you kind of blink yourself awake. Your head hurts, and yeah, you guys head inside to get out of the rain.
Oh, that music was like.
I'm gonna get rusty.
Yeah, I think we just hurry in.
Yeah.
And warm each other up. Warm up. Maybe go take a shower again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah, you guys just silently walk in. People ask you some questions, but you just kind of push past them and go inside. You get rooms, you go to sleep, take baths or whatever, and yeah, that's where we'll call it for tonight.
Sure.
Oh, actually, I forgot. So as you guys are settling down, Zahara, you lay down in your bed to go to sleep, and there's this madness overtakes you. And being a servant of Makil, one of the god partially of madness, you kind of, especially in your concussed state, you kind of view it as a sign, and you lean into it, and you end up spending the rest of the night, you just in this mad fervor, you spend the rest of the night tinkering with your arm. You don't know exactly what you're doing, but you have this feel for exactly what needs to happen. Later on, you think that someone from the party came in at some point and told you should probably go to sleep, and you just kind of brushed them off and kept working or something, or maybe gave them a mad look or something as you are upgrading your arm. I will give you the stats for that upgrade later. Happy birthday. And Alina, as you are wandering around, being one with nature in the evening, where you sleep? Are you sleeping in the stables?
I probably need to after there's different things that I've like different states, predator, prey, predator, prey. I probably need to.
Okay, so you're in the stable, and you're laying on the hay, kind of curled up, after having a long conversation with one of the horses. And from under the hay, you hear bada 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 bada, bada 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 bada, bada 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 bada.
Swing, man.
Swing, bada, bada, bada.
Bada 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 bada.
I looked for the sound.
Yeah, you push aside the hay, and you find a huge snail. And it looks at you and goes, bada 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 bada. Bada 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 bada.
Okay.
I touched the snail.
You touch the snail, and you notice part of its shell is kind of loose.
I picked the shell up.
You pick the shell up. The part of the shell comes off, and it's kind of like the curved top part, and it goes click. And you hold it up, and you hear a voice come out of the snail shell.
What language is it speaking?
It's speaking Sylvan. Oh, I say sorry, not out of the snail shell. You hold it up, and it's the snail starts speaking in Sylvan. And I will explain. I will have that conversation with you later.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
Okay.
I kept meaning to give that to you, and then I kept forgetting because it was an exciting session.
Oh my god.
I kept being so frustrated that I forgot because I'm like, I want to go bada 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 bada. Bada 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 bada.
I can't read.
Elena.